And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Xander Bogaerts makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Boston, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
And the first pitch of the ball game is taken for a called strike one, and a new season of baseball is underway.
First pitch, 4-10.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Kipnis has it. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Batting second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Things expected to warm up a bit as the afternoon goes on, but still just 52 degrees here at game time. Carrasco pauses, coming at him with the 0-1. And here's one that misses to Pedroia, and the count evens at 1-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Yeah, guys, he's a very solid umpire. Well respected for the strike zone he calls and the consistency he brings to the job.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit hard back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Well, if these guys are going to do anything this season, he's going to need to be a big part of that offense. And he comes through big time right here with a base hit in his very first at bat.
Here's Mookie Betts as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That evens it up, 1-1. This one softly hit and fouled off to the left, and that moves the count to 1-2 now. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. 1 there on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and here's the still dangerous left-handed bat of David Ortiz. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
Hard hit ball towards the hole. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that's got to be encouraging for these guys so far. They're facing one of the tougher guys around, and that's 2 hits now here in the first inning, and that ball was smoked.
Pablo Sandoval steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Boston strands a couple. Red Sox nothing. Tribe coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Francisco Lindor is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
And if he can come in here and start putting that pitch in that location, ain't nobody going to touch him.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And another foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you're always gunning for a strikeout when he's at the plate because his legs make him so dangerous, even when he hits just a slow grounder. So nice job of keeping him off base right there.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Under it is Bogaerts, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third.
Oh, man, would he like to have that swing back. I mean, he just missed hammering this ball, but just got underneath it a little bit. He's not going to be happy about that one because even he thought he was right on it.
Michael Brantley gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
The windup and the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Tribe turned away in the first. We played 1 in Cleveland with no score. Hanley Ramirez makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Ramirez.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And that's taken up and in for ball 2.
2-1.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
The 2-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed that time by Ramirez. A strikeout victim, and there's one away.
We'll take another look at the sequence here on Show Track. Now, as we watch, notice that it's all hard stuff through the first 4 pitches. But then on pitch number 5, he finally turns to something off speed, and that leaves the hitter with no chance.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Grounded up the first baseline. Gloved by Santana. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 8, left fielder, Rusney Castillo.
Here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. He's set. Here it comes. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
And he falls behind 0-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Butler coasts under it. And that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Giovanni Urshela strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Third baseman, Giovanni Urshela.
In there at the knees. Strike 1. And he is cruising now. It's 0-2.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
Price into his motion. Here's the 0-2. Hard hit ball to second. Throw by Pedroia will be in time, and there's your first out.
Well, I think he's got the right approach right here. That's a fastball up, and it's on the outer half of the plate. He goes right with it and hits it hard, too, but he just couldn't quite steer it into the hole there, and it becomes a 4-3 putout.
Striding into the box, Yan Gomes. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup and the pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Down the third baseline. There's Sandoval. On to first, and the price is right here, 2 away.
Batting sixth, center fielder, Joey Butler.
Joey Butler gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Knuckle curve down below the knees, 1-0. Just missing here, 2-0.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
3-0 now.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Hit out towards second. There is Pedroia. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Back from Progressive Field as we're set for the beginning of the third inning here on the show. Blake Swihart steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Two 2-0 count. Here it comes. Outside, 3-0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, it seems to me like you've at least got to make him go after something there. I mean, the bat never left his shoulder. And that's making it way too easy for a guy leading off the inning.
Xander Bogaerts will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
And that's in there for strike 1.
And that's what he needed to do after the 4-pitch walk. Come right back and get ahead versus the next guy.
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Tapper right back to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Well, it probably wasn't the way he wanted to move the guy into scoring position, but it's going to have to do, and he's going to get that man up to second base now with 1 away.
Coming to the plate now, Dustin Pedroia, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
0-1.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
You know, when you watch Pedroia play day in and day out, I always think about that memorable 2013 season. I mean, this is a guy who hurts his thumb on opening day, but he played 160 games that season, and he led the Sox to another World Series title.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Now batting, Right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around.
Wow, just not going his way right now. Slumping pretty hard. He just needs some solid contact to get that confidence going again.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Corner paint right there. 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Grounder down the line at third. Oh, what a stop on the slide. He's out.
Oh, what a play.
A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Back with more on opening day after this. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Carlos Santana will settle in to lead things off here for Cleveland. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Price is ready. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
And I'll tell you, being in a two-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
Squared that one up just a little late. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
A lot of people wonder how to throw a knuckle curve, but you'll see it here. It's a little tough to see, but that index finger really gets tucked back into the seam of the baseball, and that's what gives it the rotation and movement.
Stepping in now, Juan Uribe. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Way outside. 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind in a count like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Sandoval with a bare hand. Got him.
No way. That was awesome. And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy. We forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Marlon Byrd. And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike. 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. David Ortiz is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And that misses inside 1-0. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Throw on to first takes care of Ortiz as the shift works to perfection that time. 1 away.
And you know, normally when you see a play like this, you figure if this guy's all the way out into the outfield like he is right there, you figure he's already in the shift. But actually, this is all range right there. He's way out on the outfield grass, and he's able to gather this thing up and make the play from a tough angle, too.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Pablo Sandoval, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
1-1. Here it is. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. Well, pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. On deck, there's Hanley Ramirez. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here comes the payoff pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. That'll miss to Sandoval, who displays some rare patience that time. It's ball 4.
Now that's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with 1 away.
Ready now, Hanley Ramirez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Well, 2 very good takes here. You can see they're trying to get him to hit something on the ground, but he's going to make him bring something up.
Strike called, 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with one out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bird is after it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, that was a really good battle right there. It took him a lot of pitches to finally get the fly ball out. Now, obviously you're not going to get on base, but I wouldn't consider that a wasted at-bat at all.
Stepping in, Jackie Bradley Jr. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit.
Now batting, left fielder, Rusney Castillo.
Rusney Castillo gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. It's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker, strike 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Hit down the third base line, but this will get foul for strike 2. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Moving under it, Butler makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Boston strands a couple. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Francisco Lindor will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, and when your team still doesn't have a hit, you appreciate a call like that once in a while.
Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. And a knuckle curve missed that time, 2-1.
Well,
3-1 now.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Hit to first. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
The second baseman, number 22, Jason Kipnis.
Now in the box, Jason Kipnis. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Well, at least he was able to get it into the outfield, and that's more than most of his teammates can say so far.
And a good changeup there by Price as he jumps ahead, strike 1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Bradley on the run, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around second, he'll try for third. The relay throw, and Kipnis is into third base with a triple.
What a way to pick up your team's first hit of the ball game. They've been totally shut down to this point, but he makes great contact on this one, and he's going to wind up hustling all the way over to third with a triple.
Here's Michael Brantley, and he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to...
And here's just a case of a guy at the plate doing the little things to help his team win. And he gives his guys the lead here following the RBI groundout.
Giovanni Urshela bats now and will try to start over with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI groundout.
And all he's looking for right now is a pitch that he can drive somewhere. He's got to get on base, and preferably in scoring position, so maybe he can get his teammates to drive him in.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We played 4 full. The Indians on top, 1-0. Blake Swihart will lead things off here for Boston. Xander Bogaerts due to hit next.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
In there, strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit well on the ground to first. Santana's got it, and he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Xander Bogaerts will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
Hit on the ground to short. Lindor is there on to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting number 15, second baseman Dustin Pedroia.
So 2 are gone now for Dustin Pedroia. From the stretch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. It remains 1-0. Yan Gomes comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. Price sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
But one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed 2-2.
And that right there, that's why these guys only have 1 hit. He's had them chasing at shadows this entire ball game.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this will land untouched. Set to deal on 2-2. Oh, that one got the pitcher. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Joey Butler stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Drilled to first. Ramirez is up with it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman,
there's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Carlos Santana is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Gloved by Bogaerts. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3, but they're up 1-0. Mookie Betts will stand in as he'll lead things off for the Red Sox in their half of the 6th. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Fastball in there for a called strike. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Dribbled to the right side. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Well, with 2 strikes, you've got to protect up there, even on a curveball that's a borderline strike. But he can only manage to get this one off the end of his bat, and it winds up being a simple little ground out.
Here comes the DH now, David Ortiz. And so pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Oh, and 2, here it comes. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
And here's a look now at his pitches by inning so far. You can see he had troubles back in the 4th, but other than that, he's been around what you'd expect.
Pablo Sandoval will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3-4-5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. And good patience here from Sandoval. It's 2-0 now.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They still trail 1-0. Juan Uribe will stand in to get things going for the Indians in their half of the 6th.
Designated hitter, Juan Uribe.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
That changeup's been real effective for him so far. The guys have been falling behind in the count, so they're forced to protect. And this thing looks so good coming out of his hand that they just go ahead and chase after it.
Marlon Byrd standing in, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Price gets his sign. Here he comes 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Liner towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
But don't worry, I'll tell you, if you keep hitting the ball like this, sooner or later it's going to even out as the season goes on. Just a little unlucky right there as he hits that ball right at him. So here's Francisco Lindor now.
high in the air and deep to left center field. Ranging back is Bradley. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. And he is safe as he legs it out. My gracious, an inside-the-park home run.
Jason Kipnis tripled and scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see how he follows it up here.
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again in this at-bat.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. And that last pitch from Price was number 73 in the ballgame. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Betts, but he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. And he will stroll in there standing with a two-out double.
And the way their starter's throwing, another run here, that might be all they need. He's in the scoring position now with a double.
Michael Brantley will dig in for the third time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first two trips. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He records his first double of the year here on opening day. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Bounce to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Indians forced to settle for 1. 7th inning coming up. Cleveland's out in front, 2-0. Back here in Cleveland, 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. Hanley Ramirez will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. Neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
The 0-1 hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that's through into left. So a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
And this is really one of the few balls they've hit solidly all afternoon. So now we'll see if maybe they can get something going here.
Jackie Bradley Jr. will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Skied into straightaway right. Bird is there. 1 out. Rusney Castillo will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Hard liner toward short, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Here comes Ramirez around third. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Boy, that thing had some heat on it, didn't it? I mean, this isn't too deep onto the outfield grass, but it's going to get through and go all the way to the wall. He'll wind up driving in a run as he makes it into third with a triple.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So for the time being, he stands to be the winning pitcher, but he is responsible for the possible tying run over at third. Zach McAllister is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Zach McAllister.
Into the box now, Blake Swihart, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
And that one cut a little too much, a ball and a strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Trying to hold the lead. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. And he makes the throw to first. Swihart is retired, 2 down now.
Yeah, and that turns out to be a nice little play there behind the plate. They get the swing through for strike 3, but then he's got to get the out over there at first base and make sure that nobody else advances. And he's able to accomplish both of those tasks.
Xander Bogaerts will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
2 outs here with a runner at third. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Has to be thinking strikeout here.
Nope,
and he'll just put the tag on him, and he's out trying to steal home.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But an RBI triple gets the Red Sox a run.
Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Indians 2 and the Red Sox 1. Giovanni Urshela will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yeah, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Here comes the first pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
And he misses with it, 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
This is a big inning here. You're down only 1 with the heart of the order coming up next time you get in, so that's a good first step.
Yan Gomes stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
That one's a called strike. Back even at 1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Another strong outing here for David Price. Just 2 runs allowed through 6 1/3. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
This is how you go about keeping your club in the game. Back-to-back strikeouts. And now after scoring in that last half inning, you can start to sense that the momentum is starting to shift a bit.
First offering on its way. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, that's a smart miss there. They know he'll chase it down there, so even if it didn't get the job done, it's a great pitch on 0-2.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
2 runs, 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More opening day baseball coming up following this. Dustin Pedroia will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard up the middle. Oh, he gets a glove on it, knocks it down, and some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Well, he gets his team going with that leadoff single here late in the game, and you can tell he is excited. Look how fired up he is down there at first.
Here's Mookie Betts as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. So this is pulled in by the shortstop. Our line scorer here from Progressive Field. Tribe leading this one in the 8th as they look to put the finishing touches on a solid home win. Sean Armstrong is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Sean Armstrong.
David Ortiz will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and one away. Quick check on that tying run at first. And a dive, but he's back. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. A dive, but he's back. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit sharply toward the right side. Bird will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2.
Maybe not the most convincing start to his appearance right here, but he gets that first out anyway. And you'll see this ball's hit right on the screws. But hey, better to give up a line drive out than a seeing eye single.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Pablo Sandoval. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And the runner back safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
And this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
Hit to short, right to him. On to Kipnis at second, and the inning is over. Good work that time out of the Tribe bullpen. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Indians 2 and the Red Sox 1. Carlos Santana will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Carson Smith is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Chopped foul right at home plate. A pause and the 0-2. Left field and deep. Castillo going back, still going back. But he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Up next for Cleveland, designated hitter, Juan.
Runner at second now. Nobody out. And standing in now, Juan Uribe. Looking to keep this a one-run game.
Nope, that's a ball.
And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball, 1-0. Well, you see there on the graphic, he records his first double of the year here on opening day.
One ball,
That's by him for strike one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Marlon Byrd standing in. As he'll swing and hit this one hard but fouled off to the left and out of play. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. Drilled on the ground to short. Bogaerts has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Up next for Cleveland, the shortstop,
Francisco Lindor strides forward now with a very important insurance run standing over at third.
Yeah, this one's been a well-played, close game, so that's a big run down there.
Swing and a liner. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. In to score the runner from third, and that moves the lead to 2 here in the 8th.
And that could turn out to be a very big insurance run right there. That makes this a 2-run game now. And the way their starter's pitching, he may not wind up even needing it, but at least it gives him a little bit of a cushion out there.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Jason Kipnis stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Betts on the run. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score all the way from first. And it's a 4-1 game.
Yeah, 1 run scored earlier in the inning, and now here's a second man coming home to score all the way from first on the double. He makes him pay here with 2 outs. That could be a big at-bat.
Your attention, please. Now
So with a
pitching for
lefty
Boston,
waiting, they'll go to a
number
lefty of their
28,
own out of the bullpen
Bobby
here.
Ross.
Here's Michael Brantley. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He's at second with his second double of this young season. 1-0 is a curveball that's over for strike 1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Hit to third. Sandoval has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 9th inning coming up. The Indians lead it 4-1. Cody Allen is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Leading off the inning, Hanley Ramirez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
And there's ball 2 now.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
And here's a ball hit in the air. Gomes has a play, 1 away.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number 1.
Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Allen's ready. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
To short. Lindor fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and now the Red Sox are down to their final out.
How about it? Left fielder, Rusney Castillo.
Rusney Castillo makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to...
And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
And a good job here to come in and finish this one off. And in doing so, he's going to pick up his first save of the year.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
And you have to feel good for that guy right there. The games finally count, and he comes out on opening day and turns in a great performance. Now, that's how you want to get your season started.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 4-1. So long.